You see, the black community, I think, is the most, well, let me see how I say this. The black community is politically progressive, but socially conservative. That is to say that if issues are framed from a moral standpoint, we tend to be very conservative, much more so than you might expect. So civil rights issues and political issues, we tend to get it. If the issues are framed in morality perspectives, we don't get it that way. So when you talk about gay issues, that's the dichotomy. Every poll I've seen shows that black people support civil rights protections for gays and lesbians in numbers equal to and sometimes greater than the white majority. So if you ask black people, should gay people lose their jobs because of their sexual orientation? Overwhelmingly, black people say no. Should gay people have the right to rent an apartment or buy a house? Overwhelmingly, people say yes, they should. But when you ask them, should gay people have the right to marry, overwhelmingly, the numbers tend to skew the other way. And so there's this whole issue here in how we frame this. We have to be able to frame the issues from a political perspective, a civil rights issue, a human rights issue, and not as an issue of morality. That's part of the problem. It's also important to understand that black people manifest our homophobia differently from the way white people manifest their homophobia. If you look at the people who represent Black America, the members of the Congressional Black Caucus, for example, are overwhelmingly the most supportive demographic group in the United States House of Representatives on LGBT issues, with the exception of the gay community, of the gay caucus. The Congressional Black Caucus votes overwhelmingly in favor of black issues, and those are people who are, for the most part, elected in black districts by black people. So you would think if black people were so homophobic, why do they continue to elect these black elected officials? Black big city mayors, virtually every black big city mayor is supportive of the civil rights for gays and lesbians. Why is it the rank and file so inconsistent with the people themselves? And part of it is because there are not enough people who are black and gay who are out in the closet and open. There are plenty of white gay people who are out and open, so when the politicians and the people in the community see them, they say, oh, well, it's just a white gay issue, it doesn't affect black people. So we just see more people who are black and gay. We just see more people who are visible in our communities. And that's a responsibility not only of the black people who are gay, but also the white people who are gay, to make sure that the ranks are more diverse. There's a lot of issues involved here. That's why I say I can go on and on and talk about this. But the core issue is this. Homophobia is a problem that affects all communities. I don't think the black community is more homophobic than the white community. It's just as homophobic. We are homophobic in a different way. And we have a responsibility to challenge that just as much as the white community has a responsibility to challenge its homophobia and its racism and other issues. But we can't deal with those issues until we acknowledge that there's a problem. And the best way to do that is to start making it possible for more people to be visible, to create more opportunities for more people to be virtually represented. And